Hey Chris, it's been fun over the last several years to watch how God's changed your life, and it's kind of culminated to a point where you want to come and share this with us. So we want to know why you're baptized today. We want to know your story. Our stories are powerful. So what is it about your life that led you to this point? Start by just saying, this is, before you became a Christian, what was life like for you?
I was raised in the church. Family, especially my mom, always kind of encouraged us, / made us go to church, me and my sister. I was really quiet when I was little. Very, very independent, very shy, was very slow to engage in a conversation with anyone. And so during those times of my life was just a time of kind of watching others and seeing how they did things. The catalyst started when I was in ninth grade. That's kind of when I accepted Christ. But everything before that was just watching others, learning, listening, and observing.
Okay. Tell us a little more about that. The catalyst. You said, I accepted Christ in the ninth grade. What happened around that? What was that experience like?
It was a mission trip to New Orleans. It was a year after Katrina hit, and we just went, and we ended up gutting a house. We ended up evangelizing to a community, and God revealed some big stuff to me. And just knowing that I was being used for His glory just kind of knocked me off my feet. As this new experience that I had never felt before in my life, and I wanted more of it. I developed a thirst for it, I guess you could say, and that's when my faith in Christ kind of cultivated, and I said, okay, I want it.
So what's life like? I mean, that obviously is a way that your life changed and was transformed, but in recent years, just knowing you, I know that there's been another transformation that's kind of led to you coming now to be baptized. So tell me about that, because this is part of the life after Christ, after you accepted Christ.
It really kind of comes back to what we talked about, when our physical side of us continues to grow. But when I accepted Christ, that's when my faith started, but it really just kind of sat there for a while. And so coming to college, I started realizing that I'm getting older and older, yet my faith is still way back here at 15 years old, in ninth grade. And it really just kind of came out of this realization that I'm kind of a sitting duck. Yes, I've been saved, I know Christ, and He lives in me, but I'm not growing. And I think that a committed life to Christ is to be continually growing. And so this life, especially in college, my faith has really revolved around that growth. And over spring break, this past spring break, a couple weeks ago during Breach Reach, during one of our worship nights, God was just like a hurricane. He came and He blew over that house, and it was gone. And all that was left at the foundation. I feel like it was almost kind of another rededication to Christ.
So what is it for you then that you would like to say to the students who are here watching you today about this whole process and what has brought you to the place of being baptized? What would you want to say that maybe you haven't said yet?
I think that an encouraging thing to say to those who are in the audience today is that just because you've accepted Christ doesn't mean that you're growing. It doesn't mean that you're just because you're growing up physically doesn't mean that your faith is necessarily right there with it. I would say that you need to really analyze where you're at and see how you can grow with Christ. And as iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. So to look for those people who can take that position in your life to sharpen you and to make you a more devout follower of Christ.